Yeah, like this is just my first time seeing this, and it like everything's gone. Like, and then they chipped off some of the stone off of this. It looks like, and this is how it started. Like they basically just took everything. Hey guys, I literally just found out about this. So basically, what happened is in Greece, a Hellenic polytheist altar was destroyed. Like it was vandalized basically. Now I don't know anything about this. I just heard about it, did some research, found an article, and now we're gonna go over it together. So yeah, it says Athens, the Labrys worship community, an inclusive Hellenic polytheist group based in Greece, celebrated Thargelia. So I apologize if I'm pronouncing that wrong. I am really bad with pronunciations with this type of stuff. But Thargelia, earlier this month on the 9th of May 4th, 2025. So this was like almost a month ago, a couple weeks ago. Thargelia is an ancient festival honoring the birthdays of Artemis and Apollo. Oh, glory be to them. The ritual took place at the community's public altar on Philopapo Hill in Athens. So they're just like having fun, celebrating the birthdays of Artemis and Apollo. They're just chilling, they're doing their thing, and then out in hours following the ritual, their altar was destroyed and defaced in what community members are calling an act of religiously motivated vandalism. Accounts suggest that their altar was destroyed and defaced by Orthodox Christians, as noted by the marking left on the site. See, now, a lot of people, off rip, I want to address this as quickly as possible. A lot of people are going to be like, oh, those Christians, oh, they're at it again. And I feel like it's important to say that these people don't represent Christians. Like, they might be Christians, but they don't represent Christianity. I have my problems with that religion. There's a reason why I'm not Christian, but I don't support or condone the hatred of any group of people, whether it be black people, trans people, Christians, Muslims. I genuinely don't care what you are. I feel like everyone should be judged based on their individual actions and not the actions of a smaller percentage of their greater community. Because, or like, actual Christians wouldn't do this, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Like, uh, it's so tiring seeing this needless like conflict, because, and I'm bringing this to your guys' attention, not in order to spread like, oh, look what these people did, they're awful. Like, well, yeah, I think the people that committed this act, I feel like they're awful. They need to maybe reflect on their life decisions to where they got to the point where they're vandalizing other religions' stuff, which is like just objectively wrong. Like, whether it's the Muslims attacking the Christians, or the Christians attacking the Muslims, or the Christians attacking the Hellenic polytheists, or the Hellenic polytheists attacking the Christians, I think it's all equally wrong. I think it's all equally childish. I think it's all equally just wrong. Because at the end of the day, you're going to have your religion, I'm going to have my religion. We can have peace with each other, or we can leave each other alone. That's basically as far as it needs to go. It doesn't need to go any further than that. But yeah, let's continue with the article. It says, Greek recognizes the Eastern Orthodox Church as the prevailing religion in its constitution, Article 3. But it also guarantees religious freedom. Nevertheless, Orthodoxy holds a privileged status and a deep cultural influence. It is not technically a state religion in the same way that other countries have like their official theocracies. Polls show that 98% of Greek citizens are registered as Greek Orthodox, according to the Pew Research Center's latest polls. And here it looks like there's a photo of the festival, basically. And you see they all have their hands raised to the sky. The prayer posture for Uranic deities. So that's pretty cool. They have their outfits on. And some, not everyone. Some people just have like their t-shirts and stuff. But yeah, you can see these are just like some peaceful people just like celebrating. They're just minding their own business. They're not doing anything wrong. They're just worshiping the gods in the best way they can with their festival, with their community gathering. Since its founding 15 years ago, Labrys has chosen to perform most of its rituals in an open, guarded for some hours, but with free access, archaeological site in the center of Athens, on Philippopos Hill, directly across from Acropolis. At the ruins of the shrine to the hero Museos, the poet, prophet, and priest in Greek tradition, whose name is related to the Muses, the goddesses of inspiration in poetry, music, and the arts, reinforcing his connection to divine inspiration, basically. To serve our worship needs and respect the site at its uniqueness as an archaeological area, we use a makeshift altar made of stones from the area, simple stones, not fragments from archaeological remains. We often carry out our cleansing work in the wider area because being open, some irresponsible visitors throw garbage, cigarettes, and other objects. In general, we respect and take care of the site, not only because it's our ritual site, but also due to its archaeological significance, explains Christos Pandion Panopoulos, a founder of Labrys, not the founder, a founder. So I'm guessing there's multiple like founders of this, which makes sense because big organizations like this tend to need a lot of work, and it's a lot for one person to like bear on their shoulders, basically. I myself one day want to open a temple of sorts, start my own like organization, and I know I'm gonna need help. Like, I have my YouTube channel right now. Like, you guys, thank you for watching me, thank you for supporting me. I'm really just trying to build a community through YouTube and Discord to like-minded people who will eventually play a big role in starting an organization, so we can get like an actual like temple or sacred space, like a building we can claim for as ours, and really do what these guys are doing, like celebrating the festivals, worshiping the gods. It's like open, but like it's guarded, they said, but it's like open to anyone. And yeah, like I feel like that's just the end goal for me. Well, not really the end goal. There's a lot that comes after that, but it's a big goal. And I know like stuff like this is just bound to happen. Like, it's sad to say, like people just suck. There's no other way to put it. People just suck. And it's not Christians suck, it's not this group sucks, it's not that group sucks. It's people that suck. Because some people do suck in all communities. Before and after site photos. So this I'm guessing is before. It's a big pile of flowers. You have little statues, and then you have a lot of rocks. They specified that it wasn't archaeological rocks, it was just rocks that they put together to make an altar. And then dang. Yeah, like this is just my first time seeing this, and it like everything's gone. Like, and then they chipped off some of the stone off of this, it looks like. And this is how it started. Like they basically just took everything and left like a pile of just rocks. They took everything except for the rocks. It's just crazy. Over here it says, our reporter notes that they have had the pleasure of participating in rituals with Labrys in the past, and so TWH contacted Christos right away when I saw the news. He explained that unfortunately, this is not the first time this has happened. Over the years, destruction of our altar, due to its non-interventionalist, non-stable nature, has become a common phenomenon, Christos said. See, that's just horrible. They should imagine like you and your community that support you and that we all care about each other. We all come together and make this beautiful altar. Like, it's makeshift, it's made out of rocks, but it looks nice. I'm sure the gods loved it. I'm sure Apollo and Artemis loved it. And then some not nice people, because I'm refraining from using certain words. I know some of you are like on the younger side. Some not nice people came in and just ruined it all. And then you hear this and you're like, yeah, it happened again. Like, oh my gosh, like that's horrible. That's honestly horrible. Just not even the fact that it happened, but the fact that he sounds used to it. He sounds like it just happens. It just happens. It's another thing that happens. And yeah, it does just happen. But for me to say it happens and for it to actually happen over and over again is like two completely different things. But yeah, let's continue. Sometimes there is minor damage due to exposure to weather conditions. Sometimes there's a complete destruction by site crews when they carry out cleaning work based on instructions from the relevant authorities. And sometimes clearly by vandals who, for their own reasons, decide to scatter the stones of a beautiful altar. Although they are always expecting to find some damage for the former two reasons, it's the intentional destruction that draws the most concern. Recently, the cases of destruction caused by the latter group of people have dangerously increased, and they have left their mark so that we know this is due to religious hatred. The historically known monotheistic hatred against polytheism. And yes, this is true, because as an ex-Christian, I'm just dropping that out there because I'm sure a lot of you didn't know that. I'm an ex-Christian. The Bible does talk a lot about pagans, and I would argue it's kind of rightfully so, because the pagans straight up oppressed them. Like the first Christians was like a group of like a dozen or two people that like were just trying to spread like their message. Like they were trying to get a religion going. They were like, hey, this is some good news. Like, you can be saved through Jesus, or whatever they were saying. And the Romans, the other pagans, didn't like that. I don't reckon they liked that. So yeah, obviously the Bible isn't going to speak very highly of their oppressors, but at the same time, for that to like carry out like thousands of years in the future, now we're still seeing this hatred towards pagans when like modern day pagans did nothing to you, bro. Like there's no use in continuing this like resentment. It's just pointless. This recent attack is the most harmful one in recent years, Panopoulos explains. Not only was the altar leveled, but various larger slabs used for bases for ritual objects were found broken or even thrown onto the ancient remains of the hero shrine, which also suffered damage. So not only did they break the altar that they were using, they threw stuff onto the ancient remains of the hero shrine, the deceased person. Like, this is crazy. That's crazy. And to make their mark again on the ancient site, the Vandals left a very clear message. The Christian graffiti with the letters signifying ICXCNIKA, meaning Jesus Christ conquers, has been visible for some months on the stone wall of the site. A reminder that monotheistic fundamentalism is still alive and working through the cracks of our modern societies, ready to return them into a previous state of totalitarian barbarism. That's just wild, because like Jesus Christ conquers, bro. Jesus would not want this, bro. Like, I'm not gonna get too deep into that, because like some of my Christian values have like overlapped into Hellenic polytheism. Like, I don't think Jesus is God, obviously. That would defeat the whole point of me being Hellenic polytheist. But I think that Jesus was a great person who had some really good teachings. Like, I think the Bible has a lot of good stuff in it. There's some bad stuff in it, but has a lot of good stuff in it. So I know like Jesus' character pretty well. Like, I used to sit, like when I was like a little kid, I used to sit and I used to read the Bible with my grandmother. Like, Jesus would laugh at these guys. Like just straight up. Like the first Christians, they were so brave. They were so like fearless. They didn't fear anyone. They didn't fear death. They didn't fear any man. They didn't fear anything, basically. And for these people to just like, they've devolved so much. Not all of them, obviously. I want to repeat that. It's people that suck within the community. It's not the community that's the problem. But the people that suck in the community saw that, assuming they know what they're talking about, assuming that like they're Christians, they should know like the stories of the first Christians. They see people dying for their cause and they go, oh, we're gonna bully these pagans. We're gonna bully these polytheistic people who did nothing wrong. We're gonna graffiti them and we're gonna destroy their stuff. And yeah, Jesus Christ conquers. Like, shut up, bro. Shut up. I would hate to know these people. And here it is. Here's the graffiti that apparently translates to Jesus Christ conquers. It's so sad to see. Despite this clear opposition, it does not deter Labrys from gathering. As always, we rebuilt our altar and carried on with our ritual, the above act being a reminder to all participants during the Catharmos prayer of Thargelia, whatever, that ritual cleansing wasn't by some vice a main part of many festivals because in human history we always have to face the various cathar cathar cathara catharmata that spread their miasma. Sorry, I kind of butchered that last part, but I think that is a great way to end off the article, just to make sure that we're clear. These people are going to do what these people are going to do. We don't care. I think I can speak for every single Hellenic polytheist in Greece, in the US, in Europe, and I can speak for everyone when I say that we will not back down. We are proud of our religion. We are proud of who we are, whether we've been practicing forever, for like a couple years, and even my newbies out here, because this channel is targeted towards a bunch of like people who are newer to the religion. I feel like we all need to have our pride in our religion, because if we let people like this, people that suck, if we let sucky people come in and crush our spirits and make us feel like crap, then ultimately they win. Ultimately they succeed in pushing us out of the spotlight, out of the mainstream, out of the warmth of the light. Basically, they're trying to push us away. They're trying to send a message that they are better than us, but they can do what they want. We're not gonna care, because at the end of the day, as these people did, we will rebuild and we will reconstruct and we will continue no matter what. Because Hellenic polytheists are strong. Hellenic polytheists are awesome. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. And my heart goes out to these people who are apparently repeatedly going through stuff like this. Like, I have to look more into it now, because I didn't even know about like this organization. I knew about the temple that recently opened up to Pan and Zeus a little bit ago, but I didn't know about like this organization specifically. So I'm going to look more into them, and I feel like you should too. I'll put a link to this article in the description of the video. And as always, guys, just make sure to follow your heart. Make sure to follow your heart. Because as long as you're doing that and you're doing it the right way, no one's better than us. No one is better than you. Especially not these people that suck. Especially not people that vandalize things. Well, yeah, hopefully my little motivational speech helped someone, and I am out. Join my Discord!